Students, let's now see different parts of a cell. So first I will be discussing about an animal cell and then the plant cell. So a cell mainly consists of three main parts: cell membrane or the plasma membrane, cytoplasm and the nucleus. The outer covering of a cell is the cell membrane or the plasma membrane. So here in this diagram you can see this is the outer covering, this is the cell membrane or the plasma membrane. So this cell membrane will separate the cell from one another or from the surrounding. It will separate the cell from one another and from the surrounding. So inside this cell membrane we have cytoplasm, and the nucleus. This is the cytoplasm and this round structure is the nucleus. Now inside this nucleus we can see chromatin or the chromosome. And this nucleus is bounded by a membrane called nuclear membrane. It is bounded by a membrane called the nuclear membrane. Now inside this cytoplasm we have various cell organelles like the vacuoles, mitochondria, etc. Let's now see a plant cell. So in plant cell, the cell membrane or the plasma membrane is covered by another thick covering called the cell wall. So here you can see this inner lining is the cell membrane. This is the cell membrane and it is covered by a thick layer called the cell wall. This is the cell wall. So inside this cell membrane, cytoplasm is present, and this is the cytoplasm. This jelly-like structure is the cytoplasm and the nucleus is present. Now this nucleus is bounded by a membrane called the nuclear membrane, and inside the nucleus we have nucleolus and the chromatin or the chromosome. Like animal cell, these plant cell, they also have various organelles like the vacuoles, mitochondria. So here we can see the vacuoles in plant cell is very large compared to the animal cell. In animal cell the vacuoles were small, but in plant cell these are very large. These plant cell, they also have green color plastid called the chloroplast. These are the chloroplast which was absent in animal cell. So these plant cell, they have cell wall, chloroplast and the vacuoles are large in these plant cell. And these cell wall and chloroplast was absent in animal cell. So let's now see more in detail parts of a cell. The three main parts of a cell are the cell membrane or the plasma membrane, cytoplasm and the nucleus. The cell membrane, or we can also call it as plasma membrane, it gives shape to the cell. It separates the cell from one another and also from the surrounding medium. And it protects the inner part of the cell, that is the content which is present inside the cell membrane. It is porous and allows movement of material in and out of the cell. So they have tiny pores and this allows movement of material in and out of the cell. In plant cell, the cell membrane is covered by another thick covering called the cell wall. So we have studied about this in the diagram. In plant cell, cell wall is present, but this cell wall is absent in animal cell. This cell wall provides protection to the plant cell against variation in temperature, high wind speed, atmospheric moisture, etc. Since the plant they cannot move, so they need protection against all this variation in environment. So that is why cell wall is present in plant cell and it is absent in animal cell. Let us see about cytoplasm. The cytoplasm is a jelly-like substance between the cell membrane and the nucleus. It is a jelly-like substance and it contains other components, or we can say other organelles like mitochondria, Golgi bodies, ribosome, vacuoles, etc. So let's now see the nucleus in both animal cell and plant cell. It is spherical in shape and present in the center. We can see here, this is the nucleus. But in plant cell, the nucleus gets slightly shifted to one corner because of the presence of this large vacuole. It slightly gets shifted to one corner. The nucleus in both, it is surrounded by a membrane called the nuclear membrane. So this is the nuclear membrane, the outer layer covering. Here also the outer layer is the nuclear membrane, and inside these nucleolus is present and a thread-like structure called the chromatin or the chromosome is present. So the nucleus is generally spherical body and found in the center of the cell, but in plant cell it is slightly shifted to one side. It has a membrane which separates it from the cytoplasm called the nuclear membrane. So this nuclear membrane is somewhat similar to the cell membrane. It is porous and it allows movement of material between the cytoplasm and inside of nucleus. So it will allow the movement between the cytoplasm and inside of the nucleus like the nuclear membrane. Next, it has a smaller spherical body called the nucleolus. So nucleolus, we have seen it is present inside the nucleus, and a thread-like structure called the chromosome. Now, these chromosomes, they carry genes which transfer character from the parents to the offspring. So these genes are the hereditary unit and they will transfer the character from the parents to the offspring. So because of these, we look quite similar to our parents because we inherit our characters from our parents. So for example, if the parent, they have brown color hair, so there is a probability that the children may also get a brown color hair. Now this nucleus, apart from their role in inheritance, they also act as a control center for all the activities of the cell. So all the activities of a cell is mainly controlled by the nucleus. So they are called as the brain of the cell. So like our brain used to control our activity of the whole body, in the same way the nucleus will control the activities of the cell.